Gems, and welcome to another segment of Money Motivational Mondays. Today we're going to wrap up our series on finance and divorce. If you remember, on part 1, I discussed separating the accounts, going from 2 incomes down to 1, and often going from 1 income down to 0 if you are a spouse that hasn't worked in a long time and in a divorce find yourself without an income. So on part 2, we're going to discuss all things perhaps concerning the children and how you can build a healthy communication with them, and also some final tips to leave you with the tools to successfully navigate a divorce. So let's go ahead and get part 2 started. So we often see couples play their divorce out in the public or for the world to see. So how can this be used against them in court during a divorce trial? So stay off of social media and avoid nasty text messages and emails that can and will be used against you in a court of law. Frankly, just be civil. Seek support from friends who want the best for you and not revenge. It may not be best to seek advice from a friend who is a habitual cheater, or a woman or a man who merely uses other people as objects of manipulation. Talk with someone who has been happily married for 10 or more years, and although no marriage is without its challenges, surely there's a reason they are still together. Seek their advice when you're going through a divorce and how to remain civil. If there are children involved, how should a couple act? If there are children involved, keep communication with your children healthy. They are more resilient and more understanding than we give them credit for, and they just want to know that through it all, they will still be loved. Their emotional stability mirrors your actions. Be aware of your behaviors towards their mom or their dad, because you are teaching them how to act in similar situations. How you act now, it's building those habits for your children to emulate when they are older and going through those type of situations. Also remember, you are divorcing their dad or their mom and not the children. The children will always be yours. Make sure that you don't have any of that negativity on them. How they view their mom or dad may be different than how you view them, but also keep in mind that is still their mom and their dad, and they're still going to love them regardless. Keeping that healthy communication for your children so they continue to see their other mom or dad in a healthy light is very, very important. From a financial standpoint and point of view, try not to change their standard of living or their lifestyle. Because in a divorce, often the children are used as financial pawns, which is wrong and can leave lifelong scars on your child. So what is one thing that people forget concerning children when going through a divorce? People often forget about life insurance. Most states have a life insurance clause in divorce that states that during a divorce, the parent must obtain a life insurance policy to ensure their child is taken care of in their untimely death. Divorce isn't pretty. It is not to be glamorized. More divorce courts are starting to require that each parent or spouse have a life insurance policy on their children to ensure that their standard of living is taken care of with or without your financial assistance. As a financial expert, I 100% agree with this because I often receive those messages, those voicemails when your financial planning just hasn't been up to par, and now you need to figure out what to do because you have a judge that's saying, I cannot grant you maybe split custody because you don't have a life insurance policy. This is all true stories. So is there a such thing as hiding money from your spouse? I get this question a lot. And as for hiding money, it's yes and no, because local judges can see all domestic financial transactions you make. You would have to move your money prior to a divorce being served and hiding the money to make sure that it's not accounted for when you are in front of the court of law. Now, keep in mind, a lot of people say you want to hide things offshore. That may not be the best for you. Keep in mind the fees that go along with that. How soon can you retrieve the money? The length of time it needs to be in that account, and any and all other penalties associated with doing any offshore banking. Also, make sure that the money you want to hide is worth it, the fees and the hassle. Simply sometimes hiding that money isn't worth it, and it's okay to just use it, have it be seen, because you're going to be making more money throughout the rest of your life. So I want to leave you with some positive financial thoughts if you are going through a divorce or thinking about filing for a divorce. Remember that divorce doesn't always have to be nasty, revengeful, or spiteful. Do what it takes to make sure you are financially stable throughout the process. Seek positive advice. Have open communication with your children. Remind them that they are loved, that this by no means has any effect on how you treat them or anything that they have done in the relationship. And through it all, remember that you're not alone. Sometimes we think that we're going through these situations by ourselves, but know that you aren't. Reach out to all of the resources available to you within your state, within your community, and definitely with those positive friends. Thank you so much, Gems, for enjoying the segment on finance and divorce. Do take a moment to look around my website, as this is what I do on a daily basis, helping others create healthy financial habits. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share my channel. Until next time, take care.